What do you have for half-baked ideas, Wilds?
Okay, I have one solo half-baked idea. It's less of a half-baked idea and more of just the absolute truth. Okay, so here we go. The NBA rolled out these new trophies, the Magic Johnson Trophy and the Larry Bird Trophy.
But
and
somehow didn't have Magic Johnson or Larry Bird presenting the trophy to the player.
I mean, that's the least of our problems. That's the least of our issues. I'm going to talk about the actual trophy. And I've done a lot of research. For my entire life has all been about trophies and the pursuit thereof. And anyone that says, Wild, you're probably dedicating too much to trophy. It's the entire sports industry. There's billions of dollars going after trophies. So guess what? The actual trophy matters a lot. And you should do more than just Google like trophies.com, come up with some random trophy and give it to Jason Tatum. It's not how it works. So here's how it is. Major sports trophies are broken down into 4 categories. It's called, I've called them the WIMP, W-H-I-M-P. We'll start with the W.
I love acronyms.
W, wearable trophies. Okay. You got rings green jackets, heavyweight championship belts,
bracelets,
gold medals.
World Series poker bracelet.
That's all. Those are great trophies. You want to make a wearable trophy? I'd co-sign it. The Larry Bird and Magic Johnson trophies are obviously not wearable, so that's a loss. Second, H, huge trophies. You can always just go, when in doubt, we don't have a great idea for the trophy. Just make it huge. Just make it a huge trophy. Champions League trophy, huge. Stanley Cup trophy, huge. Some of these horse racing trophies are bigger than the horse. You can always make a huge trophy. Again, the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird trophies are underwhelming. They may be measuring at about 14 inches. Okay, iconic. All right, the World Series trophy, the Lombardi trophy. Neither huge nor wearable, but they're iconic. They have so much history. They are just the perfect trophy.
I think the World Series trophy is bad, just for the record.
Awful trophy.
It's unwieldy. It could hurt somebody. It's got like a bunch of weapons on it.
So delicate.
Terrible.
Delicate.
Stanley Cup's the standard.
Stanley Cups are great trophy.
You drink out of it.
Too big. Getting too big. Stanley Cup too big.
No way.
Too big.
It's sneaky light. Sneaky light.
I love that guy. Like the Stanley Cup guy.
Oh, we had him on the podcast.
Yeah, we had him on the podcast. This guy's amazing. He's like, that's like, what is your job, Steve? He's like, I control the Stanley Cup.
Escort.
I take care of the Stanley Cup. I am like the caddy. I'm the white glove caddy for the Stanley Cup.
All right, we interrupted Wilds. Keep going, Wilds.
Okay, sorry. So that's the iconic trophies, the Lombardi trophy.
So we have W, H, and I so far.
So MP, mini person, like the Heisman Trophy. Like, here's a mini. I got a mini. It's a nice one. Now, if you can combine them all, a huge trophy that you can wear that's a mini person like the Heisman Trophy, that'd be great. They didn't do any of these for the Larry Bird Trophy. So look, it's the first year you're allowed to have a mulligan on the trophy. Say, come back and say, you know what? We've decided to contact, someone involved in the Heisman Trophy design, and we are going to make the Larry Bird and Magic Johnson trophies. We have the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, so you can hold them. Even the MVP trophy, which is not necessarily Jerry West, but it's based on Jerry West. That's a cool trophy. So that trophy is not doing it for me, man. I am not a fan.
This sounds like
to be redesigned.
This sounds like this should be part of when if I ever become the sports czar. Like we should have a trophy and awards kind of consultation. I'm with you. First of all, Jacobs, they missed a great opportunity to do a mini Stanley Cup where you could have drank out of the Bird or the Magic trophies, right?
Oh, yeah.
They could have done a mini Stanley Cup basically, and you could have poured it on them, whatever, or just made the player that done the Heisman model, or like could 33 and 32 have been on the trophies?
Ooh,
like something attached to the players.
It could be
they put no thought into this.
Sports Illustrated cover. Make a statue out of that.
Let me pile on here.
There.
Hey, man, let me kick this half-baked. I put it back in the oven for a little bit. What if every year they debuted that year's trophy? So it was like, it's sort of like the championship ring is different every year. So what if the Larry O'Brien was it's just like a little tweak on a theme. So every Larry O'Brien trophy was unique to that year and that theme, but it still looked like the Larry O'Brien trophy, but it was unique.
That's not bad. I don't hate that.
I think you did that with the Larry O'Brien. I don't think you do it with Larry O'Brien, but I think you could do it with those Bird Magic trophies. Also, like, when did we ever care about the conference championship trophy? I never remember even, like, in the NFL, they barely want to hold it. I think the Bird Magic trophies those were really cool ideas.
Yeah.
And then they hold it up, and it looked like something like my son would win because he gave the best speech in 10th grade. It's like, Dad, I won this award.
Okay.
$5 trophy. I'm with you, Wilds. Not a lot of thought put into it. Hey, here's my other question, because we can all agree, like, pretty uninspiring trophy. It had to have been the final verdict on the trophy, right? They had to have had different mocks. There had to have been PDF files mailed around. Here's 10 different choices. Which one do you like, Adam? Adam's like, how about that 14-inch completely generic one that looks like it could be for any sport? It has nothing in common with Bird or Magic.
It's got crystal in it. I love crystal. I call it Swarovski. I'm just not a fan.
Huge missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Jacobs, what would you have gone for? Like, would you have wanted to drink out of the Bird and Magic trophies?
No, guys.
Well, a couple things. The cup really does play. You know, like when they drink out of the cup, it really plays.
I like the cup.
They're drinking beer out of it, and like, you know, they're holding it up and passing it around. Like, no one's passing around the conference championship trophies. So I think drinkable is good. I think it's just something that's functional. Yeah, something that's functional that you can use. The cup works. The World Cup doesn't look like a cup at all.
That's true.
What if it was like a big
World
champagne?
Cup trophy's bad too.
No, it's not. That's a
World
horrible
take.
Bad. Edit that out.
Trophy.
Horrible take.
I don't like the World Cup trophy either. No, bad trophy.
It looks messy. It's like
Kyle,
an abstract painting. Out. No,
Awful
Kyle,
take.
keep it in. Keep it
Awful
in.
Take.
Ugh. How about this? Eastern Conference, Western Conference trophies for NBA. It's shaped like a giant champagne bucket. It's got accompanying glasses around it. And then the trophy that sticks out of it is like a mock champagne bottle.
I got one.
Yeah, we are. We just won the
finals.
We just made the finals.
You make the conference trophies like so they can like go side by side to the Larry O'Brien trophy, so you can complete it. So some team just has like half of a full trophy, but the one team completes it when they get both of them together.
Oh, it's like a middle school crush thing.
I do kind of like that.
Yeah.
I've been on the championship ring thing. I think would have worked so much better as an awesome necklace, like a necklace that, like, you know, if LeBron, when he's out in the town, if he had on like a chain that had all 4 rings that he won as a player, and he's just like, that's what he's wearing when he's going to like a movie premiere. That makes so much more sense to me than these 4 gigantic rings. That I don't know if you've ever held one of those. Like, they're completely, you can't even function when you have these rings on. You can't even
send an email.
It's hard to text.
Remember Phil Jackson did that as like his book thing. It was like a viral thing. He's like, because I can't type. I got my 10 rings. Well,
think about that. Phil Jackson. I think he had 13 rings finally, with 2 as a player and 11 as a coach or whatever it was. 6, yeah. But if you had that as like this giant chain with all the rings, it would go all the way around him. That would be pretty cool.
I love this.
That would be cool.
I'd vote for that. I just think championship rings is one of those, like, I always had this theory, and like sometimes when people go, well, that's the way we've always done it. And with championship rings, for some reason, they evolved in the 50s, 60s. Like, there were years where the Celtics, you got like a watch. There'd be stuff for sports auctions, like
new accessories.
The 1962 Celtics championship watch that every player got because they didn't get a ring. But in the 70s, it became ring, and now it's like rings culture, literally.